to Furry Friends Thanksgiving. So good to have all of you here today. Now, as a community, I think we have a lot to be thankful for. There has been an end in sight to the pandemic finally, and we can actually be with friends again. We can hug, we can share a space together. I think we should be thankful for the technologies that allow us to be vaccinated and those who make them possible. I think we can be thankful for the employees who are giving us this food and for the farmers who raised it. We can especially be thankful for each other and our friends, because only with each other do we have all of this. Anthro Northwest is not just an event, it's a community. Anthro Northwest is all of you. The dream of Anthro Northwest is you. May your time here help each one of you to increase in thankfulness through the joy, kindness, and beauty that we find in one another. Now let the feast begin. We love you, Gabriel! We have for you today a Thanksgiving program. Our first person presenting is Omnom, who is our special musical guest. They'll be playing Bologna in F sharp.
Anthro Northwest been so far? Yeah. Were any of you guys at our show yesterday? Yeah. This is going to be slightly different. I'm significantly less prepared and significantly more nervous. So the convention has been gracious enough to have us back and allow me to do this little piano thing, even though I've not played piano in over a year and don't play it. So I'm just kind of winging it. I'm going to play some hopefully relaxing tunes that I've labeled Bologna in whatever key it winds up being in for you guys to enjoy your not bologna to turkey. So I hope you guys enjoy it and enjoy your meal.
so much, Omnom. All right, so I just want to let everybody know that we've got 3 groups of people, and we've located about 30 minutes for each group. So once you're finished, we do ask that you go ahead and leave your plates, and just go ahead and exit so the next group can come through. We've got about 1,300 people to feed, and 450 seats in here. So there's also overflow seating in all of our panel rooms right now. Kijani Lion will be our next presenter, and he has some words to say about friendship.
All right, thank you, Gabriel. Well, friendship, what a perfect apropos theme for this convention this weekend. The great author C.S. Lewis, perhaps best known for the Chronicles of Narnia series, among many other works, once said this about friendship. Friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, "What? You too? I thought I was the only one." I can't think of a more perfect quote that summarizes this incredible fandom we're all celebrating this weekend. Think back to when you were new and just discovering what furry was, knowing no one, feeling alone. Then perhaps one day you found an online community and got the courage to reach out to someone, attend a furry meet or even a convention just like this one, where you found yourself finally among other Anthro fans in person for the first time, thinking to yourself, "I thought I was the only one." I still remember my first furry meetup. It was 13 years ago on a warm, sunny, late spring day, just like about a mile from where we are today at the Seattle Center. As expected, I was super nervous, being the new face in the crowd and seeing fursuits with my own eyes for the very first time. Everyone was friendly and welcoming, but one person at the meet stood out to me. He was wearing a lion shirt and tail, and somehow I got the courage to introduce myself to him that day. As it turned out, we had a lot in common. An obsession with the Lion King, first and foremost. But later he showed me his lion fursuit and that he'd hand-sewn every stitch on himself, and even helped me make my own set of lion paws. Long story short, we ended up moving out of our parents' houses to live together as roommates for nearly 3 years at 2 different locations, but most importantly, we became friends for life, and I finally realized that I was not the only one. We've all taken different paths to reach our "what you too" moments, but if the events of the past nearly 2 years have taught us anything, it's that friendship can never be taken for granted. During the darkest times of the lockdown, we had nowhere else to turn but to our friends. Whether it was on VR chat, a video call, or a message on Telegram, our friends were there to keep us sane and offer support, hoping that there was some light at the end of the tunnel and that one day we'd be able to hug and be together in person, again like we are this weekend. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder, and with conventions starting back up, the vibe of pure happiness and unbridled joy that we're seeing at these events shows the strength of the friendships that bond our amazing community. And that's something not even a worldwide pandemic can break. Let's be thankful for that as we enjoy this feast this afternoon, always and forever, because what do we truly have in life without our friends to share it with? Thank you very much.
It is my pleasure to introduce Suzanne, Catherine, and Maddie from our charity, Sarvey Wildlife.
Hey everybody, hopefully everybody can hear me. Okay, so as Gabriel said, I'm Suzanne. I'm the director at Sarvey Wildlife. If you haven't stopped by our booth outside the ballroom here, we're the charity partner, and this is actually the 4th year that we've been at Anthro Northwest in person, as well as participating virtually with you guys last year. We are so excited to be back. My friends here, Catherine, wave. So Catherine actually found us originally by attending Anthro Northwest and had been working in wildlife rehabilitation, and now she came to us as a seasonal employee, and she's been working with us now for a while. So we're really happy to be able to be here with her this weekend too. And this is Maddie, wave Maddie. So Maddie was one of our interns, and it's fun for us to be able to be here with her too. I was I was surprised. I didn't know she was coming, so I was like, oh my gosh, it's Maddie, yay! So if you don't know about wildlife rehabilitation, what we are is a wildlife hospital. So our facility is in Snohomish County, just upper Snohomish County in Arlington, and we take in 3,000 wildlife patients every year. That number's been growing the last few years, and we treat all species. So we see everything from hummingbirds to eagles. Right now we have a couple of bear cubs with us. We take coyotes and squirrels, so it doesn't matter how big or small. We treat everything, and our goal is to return these animals to the wild. So we're not a sanctuary. These animals come to us, they're cared for, and then they're returned to the wild. So that's what we do. And internships, like Maddie did, are something that we offer in the spring and summer, and a lot of other wildlife rehab facilities do as well. So if you're really interested in learning more about this kind of work, we're happy to talk to you at the booth. And even, give you some resources for places that might be closer to you. If you don't live near a facility here in the Puget Sound, you might live somewhere else in another state, be visiting, and we can help maybe get you connected with a facility where you might be able to volunteer and learn more, or do an internship. Catherine did a panel yesterday about careers in wildlife rehab, and she's also done a podcast, which is out there with is it Barely Podcast or Barely Normal Furcasting? Yes, okay. Sorry, I'm butchering that, but come and check it out at our booth, and we can hook you up with the podcast that she did that talks a bit about her career and how she got from, her internships and volunteering to now being a fully fledged wildlife rehabilitator. So yeah, we are so happy to be here, and there is a silent auction happening currently. Doesn't cost anything to enter the silent auction. We'll give you a bidding number. There's also a raffle, and there's a lot of great raffle items. You don't have to be present to win, so if you're not going to be here tomorrow when the raffle is drawn, we will get those items to you later. So check that out. And there's also a live auction happening tomorrow. And all of these things are benefiting our facility and caring for, helping us care for the animals that we treat every day. So we really appreciate being a partner again this year, and it's so wonderful to be here in person. And I want to thank everybody with Anthro Northwest that has been so graciously generous with their time and energy to support what we do. So thank you guys, and yeah, hope everybody's enjoying the weekend and getting out again. So take care.
Our next very special musical guest is Kettu the Fox. And Kettu is also a volunteer at Anthro Northwest who's helped in immeasurable ways. They're a very talented pianist, and they have some original compositions that they're going to share with us today. Without further ado, I'm happy to introduce Kettu the Fox.
I'll go back to my room. Shoot it. Well, that's usually what you do, is you shoot the filter right. That way you're not afraid. I don't know. be not done. It's all in here.